Hello and welcome to gameplay. Recently I haven't made a lot of gameplay videos lately, and I wanted to make one where I'm now going to be showing all my builds that I have made for all my different characters. In the description below I will have timestamps, so you can kinda skip ahead if it gets a little boring or if you want to see a specific build how it's played. I'm going to be doing Eldritch runs, at least that's what I believe it was called. The super rare mob. No, it's not a super rare mob. It's just the classic guy in Frigate Highlands. So I'll just quickly showcase the gear and whatnot, and then talk a little about the build and try to make it fast on every logins. So an Infinity build, you obviously just need these three items here. There's not much to say about the Merc there. Then I went with 105 faster cast rate on this Sorceress. Yeah. What can I say about this one? Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm using the Skin of Viper Magic. It's a fun setup. I talked about this in my guide. You should check that one out if you haven't. If you're interested in the cold sorceress build, Skin of the Viper Magic is definitely fun to use on a sorceress. There's much else to say about that. Pretty good skillers in this one. Kinda high life and some decent enough small jumps. But yeah. So the first thing I always do when I'm going out, I go bow, so I get 1+ skiller, just get extra pre-buff. Then I do sheer armor, so I use sheer armor this one, and also thunderstorm. Then I have static field and F3 and town hall. I kinda like static field for bosses only, but yeah, it's still a fun ability to bind. Now for a general pull like this, they are obviously also cold immune. I will mostly just be using charge bolt. But yeah, as you see here, my Merc is just totally insane speed. So it's really nice to see that even an Infinity Merc can easily clear, what can you say, a large pack. But Charge Bolt, yeah, it's pretty devastating. Oh yeah, got an Eve rune, always a good start to see at least a rune drop. So let's quickly go out of the game here. Just gonna go to Act 1. I always like to camp my characters in the Act 1. That just feels right. I don't know about you, but I definitely want to do it like that. And that was it for the cold build. So let's go over to my little Paladin here. Now this Paladin, a lot of people would maybe think that it can be done different, but I really love this current build that I have right now. Exile shield with crushing bow, blow gloves, pretty damn sweet. There's not much to say about that. I got a bit of a funny Gulliam's face with a good duel in it, and then I use a pretty good enough raring and obviously Sigurd's unperm belt. Treasury setup, standard stuff, insane damage. Not much to say about this one. Really good charms on this one. I'm pretty happy with my Paladin's charms on this one. Quite high on everything. And yeah, let's go for it. So always just starting with the what can you say, the buff. So I actually got a scepter on this one to +3. Pretty expensive. I paid quite a bit of that one for the scepter, but it's a cool little treasury items. Definitely not needed, but if you can afford that, go for it. It's pretty damn awesome to say that you have a scepter on your Paladin for a bow. But as you clearly see, the AoE is just not there. Okay, so I got a really good run speed. I can get to packs really fast and run in between packs and whatnot. But when I do get to packs, it's just slow to kill. It's just, yeah. I don't really like playing this build just because I feel like the Zealer Paladin lacks AoE. Something that I can just throw and then kinda move on. So I actually got a bastard sword. This one's kinda cool enough. But yeah. Let's quickly just go out of the game. So I'm just gonna wait just a few seconds now. I talked about this recently in a video, the 20-second rule, just to avoid getting disconnected. It's a bit annoying if I was gonna get disconnected currently, so just gonna take it a little bit slow. Then I can look at a fucking Hearthstone I had in the top bar here. It's a bit weird that they still keep advertisements in such an old game. Okay, so the assassin. This one I also use for trading, so I don't really have an inventory currently. But my inventory would be, trap skills with 30 plus life. Then I also have some all resist small jumps. Pretty standard stuff. You can actually get cap resist without using fade with good charms. I had that myself. Pretty hard to get cap resist without fade, but it can be done. And when you can do that, it's pretty fucking sweet, I have to say, because then you can always use burst of speed, which is just awesome for general gameplay. I think I have like, I can't remember, 70 faster cast rate something. I do hit a good enough breakpoint for teleport speed. So I got this pretty decent enough amulet here with oh yeah, this one. So I have 20 on this one as well. So get a little more cast rate. Definitely a fun helm. I like this helm a lot. You get the attack speed for the trap laying speed, and then you also get some resist and faster cast rate. I love this one. And then of course my two insane talents here. I think, I think this. No, I can't even remember. Well, one of them was on perm, so yeah, just to show. I think it was this one that was on perm. And then on switch, I obviously keep my call to arms, and then I just have a little weird infinity setup here with some really good damage reduction. What can I say about this one? Yeah, so I use a fresh on this one. It's a faster breakpoint. It's kind of cool enough. But I mostly just like this one because it has such a high damage reduction, which is always fun. Trying something different on your mercs. So it isn't always just Andy's face fortitude and then infinity Voluk or whatever. But yeah, let's buff on. And now since I keep normally a high resist, I always just use burst of speed. Then I also keep my Shadow Warrior. This is the clone that I use. And then I always just, when I go into a pack, I throw down 2 of these, and then I throw 3 death traps. That's kind of, the way I like to do it. So I always just throw 2 lightning sentries to get the first little, 2 kills here and there, and then I just throw 3 down. That's kind of how I like to do it, and then I kind of just, want to wait around a bit. But as you see, compared to this, say to the Paladin, it's just so much faster. I can really like the Paladin just cause it's like the AoE, and that's kind of the problem. I can quickly showcase some a bit of weird trade stuff here, some unperms and whatnot. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of unperms in my inventory. Quite, yeah. I guess people don't want to see unperms, so let's move on. I love selling unperms in the public games. It's always funny. A lot of people probably don't like that, but yeah. And let's go look at the StarCraft advertisement. No expansion required to play. Yeah. Actually did try StarCraft 2 out. I played as a trial. I guess I kinda like it, but if I was gonna play StarCraft again, I think I was just gonna play StarCraft 1. I played that when I was kinda young, like 10 years old or whatever. Kinda one of the first games that I did play. But yeah, okay, so let's get to the guide here. So just quickly showcasing the Mercury standard Thresher setup. Dracools, I could go with Crushing Bow gloves again or something like that, but I like Dracools just for the life leech. Raven, Sigurds, and a nice leech ring. Gotta have a leech ring on this one, definitely important. Grief, the highest sword you pretty much can get. Insane damage on any melee builds. Then I'm using a death. I use a death because of the crushing blow and the deadly strike. There's some other stats as well, but it's mostly just those 2. And then obviously it has a lot of enhanced damage. Well, not a lot, but 400% on this roll is pretty damn insane. So I'm quite happy with this one. Pretty good stats. Good fortitude, and then a Gulliams with a rare socket in it, and Highlight's Wrath, and then just, yeah, my inventory sucks on my barbarian. Barbarian? I always comment that wrong. People hate when I pronounce stuff incorrect. But yeah, I got some shitty inventory on this one. I can definitely get better inventory than just life skillers, so that's pretty damn crap. Let's see here. So on Switch I just keep +3 and +3. Pretty standard. Most people just get something fast like that. So 5,000 life, that was kind of my aim when I have all my bros up, and I feel like 5,000 life is enough, you know, even for Ubers or whatever. Maybe like another build can get like 6,000 life or something, but I didn't really want more. So I'm just gonna quickly showcase my merc speed here, just a little bit at least. So I got Frenzy and Berserk, those are the only two attacks. Berserk's pretty much just a physical moves only. Then I also use Leap, you know, just to get out of things. And then mostly I only use Battle Cry and Frenzy. So I like to use Battle Cry and then just go crazy with Frenzy. Bam 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 bam. Oh, a Stiletto, that's kinda cool enough. So let's quickly kill a bit of mobs here to show the run speed as well. So when you kill a few mobs, you know, you get a really high run speed. And now there's kinda a lot of mobs around, so I like to leap in on the boss itself and then go crazy. Boom boom boom. Wow! Wow! Are you crazy? Two fucking what? Okay, let's see the loot. So the Toadsfall is Warhammer. This one's kind of fun. It has all these charges here. It's totally crap damage. The fireball and attack is useless as well. But if you like the charges, I mean, enchant is kind of nice. Yeah, there's not much to say about this one. I think I had it drop before from me. I probably did. And the Valuk, I can almost guess what this one is. Yep, it's the Stelgord. I like the it causes monsters to flee 75%. So good on low level mercs, but yeah, it's kind of useless later on because you don't want mobs to be fleeing all the time. That's a bit annoying. But yeah, I really like this build just for the general movement speed. I like to be able to move fast between packs. I'm just gonna quickly showcase the movement speed a bit now. Obviously, my attack rating sucks a bit. People have commented about that as well. But as you can see now, whoa, the movement speed is just so fast. Whoa. Oh, I should also mention I have cap resist and, you know, 12,000 defense and all that kind of stuff. But I should actually also quickly showcase just super fast thing now. Let's see. Oh, I don't even have it, but yeah, I have some other stash items, but instead of Raven Frost and Leech Ring, you can also keep the Angelic combo. So you get a huge amount of attack rating. That is really good on this frenzy build, because you want attack rating to be very high. And well, people hate that I have such low attack rating on this specific build, and they think this build is completely crap without a high attack rating. And they're probably true. Not gonna argue there. I'm just saying keep stash items on this character, definitely. So let's go into the next build, and this is my awesome, pretty much perfect Javazon. I spent quite a bit of wealth on this one. You know, the good fortitude, decent enough Endarial set up here, and then I went with a cryptic axe. Pretty fun to just go with something different. Awesome, awesome gloves. They just need knockback to be pretty much perfect. I love these gloves. Then a really, really good leech ring with some stats on them. Sigurd's on perm, and then a really nice leech ring here. I love this ring here. So much leech, and then it even has resist. And then I use these boots just cause I don't have anything better, and also the half freeze duration is nice. But most importantly, it has 30% faster run walk and 10 faster hit recovery helps as well. Matriarch, yeah, Enigma Superior is kinda standard. It's an Ubid. And this one is a perfect as well, pretty fun. Cat's Eye for a faster run walk. And then on Switch, see my guide why I use this setup. I'm not gonna talk about that, just showing it real fast now. But yeah, as always, feel free to see my class guide if you want to know more about this kind of build. So the Valkyrie, I always use the Valkyrie, and I have it maxed completely. Oh, don't even have my Just gonna quickly showcase when I say maxed, I really do mean maxed. Nope. Sorry, I am completely wrong. I have it maxed only to 17 points when I do a switch. So yeah, I forgot about that one. But yeah. Yeah, no, no, completely wrong. But for the most part, I only use these two weapons and shield here. I obviously don't always bother switching, but it's nice when I like mana or going to be fighting a big boss. But yeah, things dies. You just have to. It's ridiculous. And then I actually get a worm hide. Let's see what this worm hide is. Okay, it's decent enough. But look at the movement speed here when I'm running between packs now. It's pretty damn fast. I like it a lot. But again, just gonna showcase the damage now. Throwing one spear. Oh, and now everything misses because some stupid server lag. That happens, so yeah. But again, okay, so the server lag happens quite a lot. But yeah, you throw one spear and everything just dies. This build, if it wasn't for the lightning sorceress, 200% faster cast rate, teleport speed, the Javazon is just superior at everything. It has high leads, it has survival, it has, well, everything. Yeah, it's amazing. I love it. It's my little treasure. Oh, she also quickly showcased the charms. I forgot about that. I want to kind of go a little bit in depth. Yeah, got a lot of stash items, Got all these stash items here. But yeah, let's move on. So, just gonna wait 20 seconds again. So, next up is my wine druid. Boring character, don't really like it, but it's still fun enough build. Pretty standard stuff, there's nothing really special on this one. I guess this one's kind of special. It's an upgraded Yala's main, but the rest is pretty much, standard stuff. Nothing special here at all. Don't really have a lot of gold or FG whatever invested into this character. Yeah, I don't like this build at all. Let's see. Oh yeah. Then I'm just gonna do bow. Quickly do bow. Then I also use cyclone armor. I don't really like to buff that a lot. And I just use raven and my bear. The bear is really good meat shield. That's pretty much it. Another thing I really hate about this build as well is that if you use hurricane every minute, even with such high skillers, it doesn't last for long. That just kind of sucks. Yeah, the teleport speed is also okay on this build. So that's at least something. Oh, Grand Crown, that's always nice enough. But yeah, enough for that one. Such a boring build. And another 20 seconds. Well, I guess some people might like the Wine Druid more than me, but I personally don't like it. It reminds me a lot of the Hammer Paladin, and I hate Hammer Paladins because you have to teleport so much. And the Wine Druid is just the same. You have to tele stomp or whatever it's called, which means you have to click on the mob you want to kill. You click on the mob's health bar or whatever to get yourself positioned correctly. And that's just annoying. Yeah, I'm just gonna do quickly bow now. Nothing special with the bow there. Quickly showcase the Merc as well. I actually do something a bit different on this one. I use an obedience. Insane damage. So much crushing blow. Crazy damage from the obedience. Triangles gloves. Yeah, there's not much to say about Ulders for life. Homunculus. This one's an Ubit. It's kind of special. Kind of nice. And then Death's Whip. Have a near perfect one here, pretty insane. I believe it's also a permanent Death's Whip, not an unperm or anything like that. Pretty good helm here. It's kind of the same as my assassins. I use it mostly just for the plus 20 faster cast rate, and another faster cast rate amulet, and some plus skillers, a bit of faster hit recovery to hit a breakpoint, and some other more small charms and whatnot. Pretty good gear on this one. I like it. It's a fun enough build. and it's, you know, it's pretty much just teleport speed, explosion, collapse explosion. I don't really use that often. It's not really needed. You just, you know, you pop your curse, so it's lower resist, and then you just do, you know, see how fast it goes. And I actually got a rare ring. That's not bad. It's kind of funny doing these runs here, you know, you get to see some loot RNG. Another thing I should also mention, you know, I cast one low resist and the whole screen is pretty much affected. The radius is huge, and I'm just gonna see. Oh, it didn't even. Okay, let's see how much damage Shenk takes from. Yeah, so it's pretty much 4 ticks or something like that before it to die. So yeah, pretty damn sweet build. I like this one a lot. It's relaxed to play, and it's easy. It doesn't have that good survival and stuff like that, and sometimes you have to rely on summons. I didn't even show that, but yeah, you can also do summons on this build, but I don't really like summons. Okay, so let's go to my fire cold sorceress, or as I like to call it, bliss baller, just cause it sounds funny. Treasury and reverse setup, and just standard stuff here. Is nothing special there. A pretty good Djuntas here, near perfect, you know, with the stats that I want. A Chains of Honor setup, Spirit, pretty decent Spirit here. Mars and Shaco, just cause, well, I don't really mind the Shaco on this build here. Decent enough charms here with some magic find and whatnot. I keep all my magic find on this character as well, so if I want to do magic find, I can do that. It's always fun to do magic find, have some stash items for that. But yeah, let's get to it. Shiver armor, pretty standard there. I use static field sometimes. I prefer to mostly only use fireball and blizzard. I can use meteor, but it's not really something I want to do. But yeah, for the most part I would probably just play like this, you know, use fireball on the left click and right click blizzard. The problem with this build is that it's kind of fragile. It's just not really. Oh, now I meet a cold immune. That was fun enough, both fire and cold immune. But let's try a little meteor from far away. Okay, so I nearly one-shot the Shenk guy with a meteor, and then it dies a short while after from the fallout damage, I guess you could call it. And I got a Tal wound, that's not all bad. Okay, so let's go on to the next build. I like this build, it's just kind of weak compared to a lightning sorceress. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. It's a fun enough build, and if you like to do a mixed build and you don't want to maybe play lightning sorceress, this is definitely a good option. It's also pretty good because there's not many mobs that are immune to both fire and cold in the game, so it's kind of good for that sort of thing. You can easily play this build without an infinity and whatnot. So that was pretty much it for the first account, so let's go into my next account. On this one I can just keep some mules, and then I have my lightning sorceress. So I think I will do my my bow here first. So I love my bow source Amazon, and I recently did get a new build on it instead of that you know, low vitality wine fury build. But I'm just gonna quickly showcase again. So knockback gloves, these are insane. I love these gloves here. They just need some vitality or some fire resist on them or something like that. Cigarettes on perm and a leech ring, kinda standard. I use this setup a lot, you know, Raven, cigarettes, and a leech ring. Another try resist, well, 2 resist with some mana and dexterity. Really good boots here, kinda like them. Mana is always nice on a bow Amazon. Faith, yeah, there's not much to say about Faith. Some people like Wine Fury or Wine Force. Sorry, I keep saying Wine Fury. Damn, my head keeps thinking about World of Warcraft, I guess. But yeah, Faith is awesome. But so is Wine Force. Fortitude, I like this one for the looks. I got it in a wire fleece, and then Duelist Tiara. I need this one with together with Faith to hit the fastest breakpoint. And Cat's Eye just for the one walk. And then I use this really funny build here. You know, you got the Doom, which together with Faith Aura hits the fastest possible breakpoint of Mercs using a Fraser base. That's pretty damn sweet. And then of course I like arrows. That's another thing I really don't like about this stupid bow Amazon. You always like arrows. Have to keep buying these annoying arrows. But yeah, I should also quickly showcase the Switch. So on my Switch I have Vigor, Aura, and I'm actually always gonna be using Vigor when I start a new game, because that means I can get a fully upgraded Valkyrie, get one extra skill, so that's always useful. So I don't use Call to Arms in this one. I also use the Harmony Bow for the one walk speed, I get the Vigor Aura, which is really handy. There's not much else to say about that, I guess. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So, let's just see. Yeah, so I use Guided Arrow just for the bosses, pretty much. Then I use Multiple Shot Arrow for everything else. I pretty much only have these 2 binds here used. I use Cold Arrows for physical immunes, but I don't really have a problem with physical immunes anyway, but it's always nice to have something to help you with that stuff. But yeah, it's not as fast as the Javazon, but it's still pretty good build. And I guess for some people this is also more fun. And now I also forgot to showcase my inventory. As you can see, the mobs do die from poison damage from my small charms a bit, but it's not fast or anything. Poison damage is kind of nerfed in hell difficulty due to resists and whatnot. You can look that up for more information why poison damage kind of sucks in hell, but I keep my inventory pretty good on this bow Amazon. It's expensive inventory, but it can always get better if you don't go with poison charms, which is what I would prefer if I could afford it. I would go with something like something like these charms. So I'll go with 3 2020s fully in my inventory, or maybe just some of these ones here. But yeah, there's much to say about that. I like this build, it's just not as good as the Javazon. Ooh, a World of Warcraft ad this time. Play free up to level 20. Yeah, on level 20 that's like 2 hours later and you're done. What a trial. Nah, then at least you can troll the trade channel or something. I don't know if you can write in channels if you're playing as trial. But yeah, let's oh, now logged into my Murky. I meant to log into my Lightning Sorceress. Yeah, so this is my awesome Lightning Sorceress using a fully Nova build with no energy shield though, but still a fully Nova build. So upgraded Mage's Feast, really decent enough mana, faster cast rate ring, Stone of Jordan, and I use some insane mana boots. These ones were actually not that expensive considering the stats. I got them pretty cheap. It was like 50 FG, and these can easily go for like 150 to maybe 400 FG for some really good ones. Well, Wizard Spike, I use this one just for the mana and resist. Obviously the faster cast rate really helps a lot, because if I didn't use if I used like a shooter which has 40% of hold, I had to get another faster cast rate ring. So yeah, Wizard Spike is just awesome. I really like Wizard Spike on this build. Skin of the Wyvern magic, again it's Ubid and it's just awesome. I love Skin of the Wyvern magic on Sorceress. Using a decent enough 10% faster cast rate amulet, nothing special there, but it's okay. And then a perfect griffin and just some faster cast hit recovery charms. You definitely need faster hit recovery on this build here, it's important. And just some life and mana. Fortitude and Aureus Infinity, yeah, there's not much to say about that. And then I keep a bit of weird stats items on this one, but yeah. Okay, so let's showcase the build. Shiver armor I use, not on this one, frozen armor only. And then thunderstorm just for some funny extra damage, also because it looks kinda cool. And pretty much the only thing I do is just switch between T and R. T and R. It's such a simple build. Yeah, you get the point now. Very simple build. As long as you don't get locked into a hit recovery frame, so you kind of get stunned between melee mobs. I need to guess I show a little more gameplay because it does go pretty fast. Okay, can you see there? Now I got stunned, you know, as I was teleporting into the pack. I did get a stun, which means I just didn't really do anything for like a few seconds. But yeah, insane build is insane. There's just not much to say about this one. If you ever need an ultimate build, like if you have the wealth to make something insane, go with a lightning sorcerer and make it like mine. Maybe with energy shield if you prefer that or whatever. But yeah, this build is stupidly overpowered. So let's just quickly go to my next account. I believe this is my oh no, I typed it wrong. I believe this one is my oh now can't even remember it, I'm sorry, but I believe this one only has my furry druid on it. So yeah, I only have one character left now, that is my furry druid. Did recently also make a guide for this one. Guess people kinda like seeing different builds, and this one is sort of different. The only problem with this build is that it's stupidly expensive for what you get out of it. It's melee build, and already there, melee sucks in this game, ranged all the way, but it's too expensive for what it gives you. But I'm just gonna quickly showcase the gear now. So Dracols, obviously you need Dracols for leech, Raven, and a leech ring. Mana leech ring is really important. You need mana leech. String of Ears is also just for the leech. You could go with a Secret's unperm belt. But yeah, Fortitude, Yalas, a Shapeshift, well, life. If you can afford a really good faster run walk amulet, you can get that. But I couldn't afford one, so I just went with a +3 to shape to get even more life. Cause 92 to life is multiplied a lot. And then a Tomb Reaver. This one can cost like 150 FD, and that is the problem. Because you also want to keep other stash items like Grief and Call to Arms, and Enigma, Bramble, Storm Shield, and the list just keeps going on. All these items are kind of needed. You know, Triangles, Death's Whip, Atmas, Scarab, more fucking small charms. It's such an expensive build. Yeah, don't bother with it. You also need a Rip Cracker. That's a whole other topic, but yeah, see my guide why you need all these stupid items that cost. Honestly, you can easily spend 200 FD on this build and don't even feel overpowered, where you can easily build maybe 2 builds that are better for maybe 50 FD each or something. But yeah, there's not much to say about that. So let's go to the Frigate Highlands. Now, I obviously don't have Call to Arms, but sometimes I do like to switch anyways and use Rip Cracker for bosses, just cause it has a really high crushing blow. For the most part I will just only be using Tomb Reaver, just cause, well, it's overall probably just better. When I first start out I need to use I need to use, yeah, this one, Feral Rage. So when you're starting a new game or pulling something, you need to use Feral Rage a few times. Now you got your Globe up, your Leech up from Feral Rage, and then you can start doing Furry only. But anyways, as you see, the movement speed is lower, the survival is lower, and the damage is also lower than a Frenzy Barbarian. So yeah, what can I say about this build here? It sucks. It kinda sucks, yeah. I guess it's fun enough. I think it's pretty good in PvP, but I would rather do a Barbarian or maybe even a Smiter than doing a Furry Druid. Mostly also just because it's so expensive. It's kind of falls there. Yeah. Oh, and also another thing here. Werewolf. I don't really like the look of this one. I guess it's cool enough. I suppose some people like the looks, but I don't really like the look of this one. Kind of looks like something from StarCraft 2 or something. But yeah, it's an old game. Obviously, things is gonna look a bit crabby. But yeah, I think that was pretty much it. As always, in the description below I have timestamps for all the different builds if you kind of just want to skip ahead, if you need to see a specific build. I have made guides for all the different builds, but feel to check out my channel for those if you want to. As always, I hope you found it useful, or maybe just a bit insightful, funny, whatever. So yeah, feel free to subscribe or like if you want that, and as always, goodbye.